Everything looks good for you, good for you. Let me show you how far to be yours. Leave the stress and the summer.
Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my personal experience working in healthcare, how I got to working in healthcare. I'm literally about to go to work and I got about 30-40 minutes to do my hair. So yeah, I did my hair over the weekend and it was a half wig. My hair girl obviously ate that up, but let's just refresh it. I took it out last night because that was hurting me. But twins, let's just get right into it. I'm a PSW in Toronto, Ontario. I've been a PSW. This year will be like 3 years now. But I've been working as a PSW for 2 years. How I even got into it. When I finished high school, like, I wanted to be a social worker. But at the same time, I was kind of like, I don't really know what I want to do with my life. Like, I'm not really sure. And then obviously, 2019 going into 2020, COVID happened. So then I was like, yeah, like, I wasn't in school. So I was just, living my life, finding myself, whatever. Skip forward to like a few years down the line. Now I'm like, okay, no, I need to lock in with life. I need to get serious. So 2022, I had enrolled for 2021 I had enrolled for social work because, like I said, that's what I wanted to do. But that wasn't really the vibe. Like, when I ended up actually getting into the class and whatnot, and it wasn't resonating with me. Mind you, I know for sure I wanted to help people. Like, that's something that I 100% wanted to do. Like, I just wanted to help people for sure, but I was just like, I don't know what that would look like. So 2 weeks after being in the course, I dropped it because I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm not about to like waste my time, waste this professor's time. Like, there's people who actually want to be here. I'm not one of them. Fast forward, I'm back to like, trying to figure out, okay, what is it that I'm gonna do? Because, I'm like, how old am I now? I was 21. Turning 21 that year, and it's like, because this is 2022, I was turning 21 that year. I'm like, okay, like, I need to be serious about life. I can't just keep lollygagging. Like, I need to lock in. My mom is a nurse, and she was just telling me, like, why not just be a PSW? And I was just like, I was thinking about it. I was like, that actually might not be a bad idea. But again, we're nervous, like, not too sure on how that would look, because my mom refers to me as a scornful person. Like, very, like, I don't know how to explain it, but she was just like, I don't know if you're gonna like it, because, as, like, the stuff that PSWs have to do, like, we're wiping bodily fluids, stool, all of that, like, and having to see certain things. So my mom just wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to handle all of that. But I was like, let me give it a try. I found a course that was the government was, because there was a time where the government was paying for you to become a PSW. There was like an incentive, and also they were paying me to take the course. I was like, this is perfect. They're paying me to take the course, and it was fully online. And at the time, I was working at LCBO. So it was perfect. I would literally do my classes in the morning. And then go to work in the evenings. So, say my classes from, like, I think my classes were from like 9 to 2. 9 to 2, Monday to Friday. And then I would go to work from 5 to 9. 5 to 9 or 4 to 9. 3 to 9, whatever. And then it was time to do my placement. So now, like, I was kind of like, okay, what am I gonna do? Because I still have to go to work, but then I have to do my placement full time. Something happened with my work where I had gotten really sick and I wasn't able to work for a little bit. And then it's like, my work was just being like very like, obviously we know jobs don't really care about you, like, which is why it's really important that you take care of yourself, because as soon as something happens to you, like, they're just gonna look for the next person to fill your spot. So I'm like praying, I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, like, what am I gonna do for money in this meantime, because, you know, I ended up quitting my job at LCBO. So now it's like, I don't have a job, and me, I like always have a job. I'm always working. I've been working since I was 15. So me quitting my job at LCBO and not really having like a backup plan was really like a big thing for me. So yeah, I literally had quit my job and started my placement, right? As I started my placement, my best friend passed away. Like, one of my really, really close guy friends passed away. And I was like devastated. I was heartbroken, because like that was the first time, aside from family, that someone close to me passed away. And I literally did not know how to deal with it. I didn't know how to cope with it. I think I had missed like my placement for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And it derailed everything, because originally I was supposed to start in April. And by the grace of God, everything literally happens for a reason. I was supposed to start my placement in April. But then, you know, when you're going into healthcare and whatnot, you have to get your immunization. Or like if you're working around like vulnerable people, like children or elderly, you have to get your immunization, your vaccines, everything done. Now, I needed to get like my TB test and everything, and I just kept like loafing. I don't know why. I just kept loafing. And by the time I turned it in, all of my papers, when I went to the school office, they were like, it's lucky that you came today, because we were about to withdraw you from the program. My God, gonna do it every time. So fast forward, like, you know, I did that. They're trying to find my placement. Find a placement that's not too far from me. Cool. Like, literally, I think it was my first or second day, I found out my best friend passed away. I'm like, literally, it was so bad for me. But obviously, I had to finish my course. I did that for him, because I know he was so happy for me. He was so happy for me. So now I'm balancing, like, grieving and, like, you know, don't have a job. I'm trying to figure stuff out. Like, life is hectic. Now, I told you guys, we were getting paid by the government to take the course, and also our tuition was covered by the government. So I received my pay in two checks. So they give you have to complete, I think it was like 300 something hours of placement. So they gave you your first check when you complete like half, basically, and then your second one when you're done everything. So listen, I don't know how I was getting by, but I was getting by because I had savings and stuff like that. So I was like, you know, I was making it by. Plus, I live with my mom, so I didn't have to worry too much about bills and whatnot. And my God is greater. I was taken care of regardless. Received my first check, was doing what I was doing. I was balling out. One thing about it, I was really bad with money. I'm still like starting to get better with money, but I was really bad with money at the time. If anything, I'll tell you right now, open up that TFSA account, open up the RRSP, put money away, whether if it's like you have to put it in a safe or, you know, keep cash. I think for me, keeping cash is what helps me save, because like physically seeing the money like helps me like, yes, I'm grinding towards something. Like, it's so nice to just have that money to look at and be like, yeah, like that's me. Let me put on my wig. Hold on, guys, hold on. Okay, I just put it on. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh, I wish I could show you guys how my hairstylist had it looking this weekend, because she ate. I'm gonna insert like a, every time she do my hair, I can never get it done like how she does it. And I just hate that. By the grace of God, I ended up finishing my program. I didn't even go to my graduation because I took we had to do a PSW exam. It's kind of like the NCLEX, but not really. some colleges require you to do an exam. Some colleges require you to take an exam, so I had to study for that. But the exam was honestly not that bad. Like, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be, but it did take a lot of like studying. And the way that I study is literally like by like memorization and learning. So like I have to write it all down first, and then kind of like she told me to play with it and like kind of, so that's what I'm trying to do. It look hot, man. It do. By the grace of God, I was able to graduate from my program. But when I graduated from my program, it was so hard for me to find a job. Like, so hard. So I ended up having to do agency work. So I graduated in 2023, right? Yeah, 2023, because I started my online, so the online course was September 2022 to like April-ish. No, like yeah, like April-ish of 2023. And then in 2023 I started my placement from like July to November. Mind you, the placement is only supposed to be like 2 months. Remember, I told you I had to take time off and stuff because my friend passed away and there was just so much going on in my life. But yeah, so I finished, and then now December 2023 I graduated from my program. Now it's time for me to look work. It's so hard for me to look work, and I'm praying. I'm going through my own personal battles and whatnot. And I read the book of Job, y'all. Whenever y'all going through a hard time, read the book of Job and realize you have to really understand that God is gonna make it happen when the time is right. You can't be too like jump up. Like, you have to just be still and just wait, because the blessings are on the way. Nobody said they're not coming. They are on the way. You just gotta be patient and be still. Just wait. Let him cook. So I was praying. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to God every day. I'm like, damn, like, please, like, boom. I got a job with an agency. But like, the way that worked, it was something for now. I'm still applying for jobs. I was getting discouraged here and there because I'm like, damn, like, every time I'm applying, like, I'm not getting anything. Like, what's tea? Finally, ending of December, I finally get a job with the company I'm working with now. And that literally changed my life. So now here I am, 2 years later, about to be 2 years later. I am just so blessed to be in the position that I am, where it's like I can take care of myself, I can do what I want. I really just work to fund my life. I like to take trips, so I work hard. When it's time to go on them trips and pay for them trips, I be doing overtime, I be picking up shifts. Now I work full time, so it's like I have a set amount of shifts where it's like I don't even have to be doing all of that anymore. One thing about it, God is going to take care of his children every single time, and I am just so grateful. One message that I have is literally like, don't look at what other people got going on and feel like, oh, I'm behind, or like, oh, I'm not doing enough, because I feel like all of us are on social media for the most part, and we do see other people, like, you know, posting, oh, I just got a new car, I just got a new house, a new apartment, oh, I'm going here, I'm going there, like, I got this amount of money, I got this watch, I got these earrings, this jewelry, these new clothes and whatever. But it's like, everybody is showing that, yes, but they're not showing what it took for them to get there. And you have to realize, some people are selling themselves and selling their souls. Some people are not getting up and clocking into a job, which is totally fine. But it's like, you can't compare yourself to the next person. A 9 to 5 person, someone that's getting up every day, clocking into their job, you can't compare yourself to someone who scams or like gambles every day, or, you know, sells their coochie, all of that. Like, you can't compare, because it's like, that's a different kind of lane, that's a different kind of money. You know, you got your set salary. They don't have a set salary. They just get up and go. So it's like, Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't compare yourself to the next person and what the next person has going on. Their lane is not your lane. What they got going on is not for you. It's not for you at all. I feel like a lot of us, sometimes we do get discouraged and we feel like, damn, like, I'm not doing enough. I need to be doing more. But it's like, some people don't even have a job and you do. Some people don't even have a car and you do. Some people don't even have a way to eat and you do. Somehow, every day you're still fed. You're never hungry. You know what I mean? So it's like, we have to be grateful for the little things that we do have and not dwell on the things that we don't have. God will humble you very quickly. God, it's like, damn, like, you know, you have all of this. There's some people that don't even have what you have and you're still complaining. Like, you really just have to be grateful. Your time will come eventually, 100%. Everybody's day is coming, but it's like, you gotta wait until it's your day. You gotta wait until it's your day. Honestly, my experience working in healthcare, I love my job. I love what I do. You are going to come across a lot of nasty people, whether it be coworkers, superiors, patients. But you have to be resilient. Like, you have to, like, ignore it. You have to ignore it. And I will say this. Being a Black person in healthcare, unfortunately, you are going to be called the N-word one day. The first time I was called the N-word, I literally was like, oh my gosh. But it's like, I'm in a professional setting. Like, this is somebody that I'm taking care of. Like, you really can't take that to heart. You'll be called all kinds of names. Not even just as a Black person, but in whole. You'll be called all kinds of names. If you're a person of color, you're going to be told, get sent back to your country. You don't belong here. You know, some people are they're just stuck in that hatred mindset, but you can't take that stuff to heart. Like, me, I love doing what I do. I love being able to I love being in the position to help somebody. Because that's all I ever wanted to do. Like, growing up, all I know that I want to do as a profession is to help people. And now I'm in a profession where I'm helping people. You know, whether they're grateful or not, I'm helping somebody. I'm, you know, helping people be able to get back to themselves again, because I work at rehabs. So my old job was a spinal cord rehab. So that was really refreshing, dealing with people like coming in, maybe not being able to walk or not fully functional of their limbs and their body in general. And literally, I see people come in like that, and some of them end up walking out. Some of them are just more functional, they're learning to do things by themselves all over again. So that was really great to witness. And I'm just really happy to be a part of that. The whole scornful part, you get used to smelling poo all day, honestly. Now when it's time to change somebody, clean somebody, I just do what I gotta do and leave the room, because it do be stinking. It do. I've had so many like funny moments being a PSW, and then also, like, you know, there are bad days, but that comes with any job, honestly. There are bad days, there are good days, but showing up every day and giving it your 100% is what matters. So I do recommend, though, if you're going into healthcare, don't go into it because you see people, oh, like, it's cute, the cute scrubs, the cute scrub cap, the shoes, no, because that's not what it's all about. And I feel like a lot of you people, you get on social media and you see the glitz and the glam and you're like, oh, like, that's so cute, I would love to know. You really have to be an empath, and you have to have a heart of gold to be in healthcare. Don't just do it because it's a cute aesthetic. It's not a cute aesthetic. We be at work fighting for our lives sometimes. Fighting for our lives. So that's my 2 cents. I hope I was able to reach somebody. I don't know. I just felt like telling my story. Just a little bit about myself. I'm 24. I'm turning 25 in August. Virgo baby. I'm a PSW for now. I do want to be a nurse one day. I don't know what that's gonna look like. I have a lot of plans. Like, there's a lot of different things that I want to do. So tune in, fuck with your girl, and yeah. Bye. I'll see you in the next video next Tuesday. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Connect with me. Like, I love talking to the people that watch my videos. I am like never too ill to take advice. Like, let me know what you think for real. Like, what do you think I could have done better? You can message me on any of my platforms, honestly, or even like type in the comments. Let me know. All right.